G'day guys, how you doing? And I'm so excited. My first Nightscape of 2020. Now I've travelled about 370 k's to this location. It's a nice coastal scene location. First time I've ever been here. So I did a little bit of scouting during the day to find out whereabouts the Milky Way would possibly be rising and all that. And the Milky Way is still not going to be rising until real early hours of the morning. However, it gives me a good chance to shoot the Emu rising here in Australia. So to give you a bit of a talk about my composition I've got going on, I've got this really nice coastal scene leading your eyes throughout the scene all the way out to the Emu rising. I've decided that this is going to be a two-shot vertical panoramic image because I'm using the Nikon 24mm 1.8S Z lens with my Z7. So I don't quite have that field of view to get it all in one shot, but I'm going to shoot two mosaic images stitched together for one big pano. I'm going to be shooting a stacking technique, so I'm going to be shooting up to 10 frames for each panel, move up, shoot another 10 frames, stack all those images together, then merge the photograph together, and we'll have a finished image. So let's get started. So right now I'm using an aperture of f1.8, being the 24mm 1.8S with ISO 10,000. Okay, even though it's 1.8, I love using ISO 10,000. For me, it's more about getting the exposure, the histogram where I want it to be in camera, rather than having to bump up exposures and whatnot in processing. So I love using ISO 10,000, and then with a stacking technique, we're going to reduce a lot of that noise. The focus, I've already manually focused, so we're all good there. 20-second exposure. Let's fire it off. First Nightscape 2020. Let's see how it turns out. And it's absolutely stunning. Exactly how I wanted it to turn out. Got this nice coastline traveling through, leading my line throughout my eye throughout the image, with the part of the Emu rising from the sky. Looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to fire away another 10 more shots, tilt the camera up about 50%, and shoot another 10 shots for that. So I'll talk to you in a bit. That's it, we're all completed for our first photo of 2020, and I'm excited to see how this one turns out because it looks really good on this camera. So what I'm about to do now is just go find another composition and another shot. So let's press on and see what it is. For a bit of a walk along the coastline very carefully. We've got steep cliffs just to the right of me here, so we want to make sure in the dark we don't fall over. Didn't really go this far during the day, so it's a bit of uncharted territory, but we've got this nice beach below us, and I kind of figured we might shoot a bit of a vertical panoramic shot. So just out ahead of me right now, I've got part of the Milky Way sort of rising, and then we'll open up to not much. So the whole idea on this image is to have a third of the image with the composition of the Milky Way reaching up above, and then the rest of it just very minimal. So fingers crossed this here sort of works out, but again, the settings are f1.8 using the 24mm 1.8S lens, ISO 10,000 and 20-second exposures, and again vertical panoramic, so I'll be moving about 20 degrees between each shot to make sure I've got enough overlap for each image. So we'll see how this image turns out. Well, that took a few extra frames than I anticipated. It was about 7 panels in total, but I've just finished it. Total of 70 photographs taken for this image, and fingers crossed it turns out okay. But let me know in the comments below whether you like image number 1, which was the vertical shot, or image number 2, which is this wide panoramic shot. Well, I'm going to pack up, head back to camp and call it a night. If you've enjoyed this video, then please hit that like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to see future astro done. And how's it go?